Hi everyone, my name's Davi. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to be spending my stimulus check, and I want to throw it out there. I know it's a huge privilege that I get to spend bulk of my stimulus check towards investing, savings, and other things, and not so much on bills. Let's get to it. I would throw some money into my emergency fund, and while I have reached like the 3 to 6 month, capacity that most people recommend, I do still want to throw money in there because, last year was pretty tumultuous for me and my family. My mom and I got into a car accident and unfortunately had to pay the $1,000 deductible. That was not even our fault. My grandpa had passed away, and, I was unemployed for a while. So life is really unpredictable, and for me, this is what makes me feel safe. And emergency fund too, I can kind of dip into, like if I want to buy stocks or index funds if they're low as well. The reason why I always talk about emergency funds too is it's really fundamental if you want to reach. So that way you're not overly stressed in how to pay your bills or how to save money. This is a really great cushion or a yield shield from being broke or living paycheck to paycheck. And studies show the less stressed you are, and you have more time and space to think about your goals and how to move your life. The next thing that I'm really excited about to invest in is my IRA. So I know I talked a lot about the Roth IRA, but the IRA is going to be a tax deferred account that I finally opened this year. So if you're in the situation like me where you don't have an employer that offers a 401k, then an IRA is a really great account. What happens is you actually put the money from your paycheck towards your IRA account, and then when it comes to tax season, and then the government will give you a credit back. And the reason why this is so great is because if you're in the third or upper brackets, you're getting taxed a lot, and I really want to make sure all my money is going to be maximized. And just a heads up, if you have an IRA and a Roth IRA, I figured out when I was calling Vanguard that you can only contribute $6,000 to both of them total a year. So just heads up, I thought it was $6,000 I can contribute to my IRA and then Roth IRA, but because they're both IRAs, it's a $6,000 limit. The next thing I want to throw money into is my brokerage account. I'm going to want to buy index funds, ETFs, and individual stocks. One of my goals is to diversify my portfolio because I have most of my money in stocks and not so much in bonds, and I also don't have that much international stocks or treasuries. The reason why index funds are so successful is because they beat 80% of stocks in actively managed funds. So some people's jobs are, they're going to promise you, I can choose all these stocks, and mutual funds that are going to beat the market, but most of the time they do not. There's even been a study of like monkeys randomly choosing stocks, and they've been more successful than those fund managers. Index funds are really great, and the reason why I chose Vanguard is because they're an OG, and while I was doing my research, I didn't do great research, but if I were to open an account, I'd probably go with Fidelity because right now they have a lot of great index funds that have a $0 minimum. Vanguard's index funds have a $3,000 minimum. Okay, where am I gonna find that? But anyway, so with Fidelity, they have $0 minimums for some of their index funds, and also a $0 expense fee. So meaning it's not going to cost you anything for them to manage your index funds. And I think the reason why Fidelity is doing that too is because they're attracting millennials and younger people who don't quite have that much money now to invest. However, when they're older, they're going to have more money. So, they're making an investment on us, but we'll get there. Another way that I'm going to be spending my stimulus check is treating myself. And I have a hard time doing this because I feel guilty. I don't know why, but I'm trying to work on that. I want to treat myself. I gave myself boba, sushi, books, massages. And I think it's just the way I grew up. We didn't have a lot of money to spend on things, especially nice, luxurious things. I'm super excited to get some books, to go to a massage, and just eating whatever I want without feeling bad. I don't know, let me know in the chat if you feel that way sometimes, because I definitely am trying to manage those emotions and feelings. Next thing I'll be spending my stimulus check money is on donations. So recently I've been able to help people who are imprisoned get their stimulus check. So I've used my own resources, like paper, envelopes, and stamps in order to send forms out to people who are imprisoned or incarcerated. I feel really passionately about abolishing the prison industrial complex. And another thing too is I'll probably donate to some local charities too, probably to undocumented immigrants, helping them out, and also to Black organizations. So that's how I'm going to spend some of my money and help out my community. And the last thing is I'm gonna spend some money on sinking funds. So what a sinking fund is, you're saving up for something you know that you'll pay off in the future. For example, I want to travel, you know, that keeps me really motivated, having a sinking fund for that, or, you know, having to pay for car insurance, you know, your braces or Invisalign or LASIK, Khmer. So a sinking fund that has a very specific purpose that you know you'll have to pay later. So that's how I'll be spending my money. Go ahead and tell me in the chat if you are lucky enough to not have to use most of your stimulus check into paying bills. What would you spend it on? All right, thank you all for watching, and hope you didn't mind the camera switch. Your girl gotta be efficient, okay? Anyway, have a great day. Appreciate you watching this video to the very end, and I'll see you next time. Bye.